EntrepRadio Online.
2020 was the year we all looked forward to. It's the start of a new decade. It's the year of perfect vision. Or so we thought. And then the pandemic happened. Now, 2020 has become the year that ushered in the new normal. But in spite of that, here in Creative Voices, we believe it's still the perfect year for your voice to be heard. This is Creative Voices 2020. Bigger, bolder, better. And yet still and always the home of the best Filipino voiceover artists. We provide a pool of hundreds of voice profiles. Male or female, young or mature, calm or energetic. In English, Tagalog, and other Philippine dialects.
Tuloy ang kwento.
Padayon ang istorya.
Ituloy ti istorya.
Telestoria continua.
Isundo may istorya.
Padagos lang ang satuyang istorya.
Padayon ang imo nga sugilanon.
Tuloy ang kwento.
An online platform for selecting, booking, and obtaining the perfect voiceover for your commercial, movie, corporate video, e-learning, telephone system, etc. You name it, we voice it. State-of-the-art recording studio, equipment, and software for a guaranteed crisp and clear audio quality. Online workshops on voice acting, home studio setup, and audio editing. We have produced over 2,000 graduates from VoiceWorks, our popular voice acting workshop since 2005. And the pandemic is no reason to stop. Vision 2025 to be the leading national network of young Filipino voice artists and creative voices. Mission to provide developmental opportunities and platform that empower young Filipino voice artists in every corner of the Philippines to use their voices to promote positive social change. Adapt, adopt, adept. We create a culture of giving, sharing, loving, and caring. And disrupt the culture of selfishness, greediness, and ungratefulness. We give every unheard and aspiring Filipino voice artist an opportunity to rise above the noise and be heard. Be part of the new normal created by Creative Voices 2020. Join Certified Voice Artist Program. Creative Voices 2020 Vision 2025. Creative Voices Productions. www.youtube.com/thevoicemaster. #VoiceFromHome. Dahil basta boses, Creative Voices.
Great evening mga ka-Entreps! It's another day to be inspired and learn how to be your own boss. Dito sa EntrepAcademy, we are here to give you insights, ideas, techniques, and skills na kakailanganin ninyo para magsimula ng bagong business. And this is your financial course. I am Ralph Ernest Francia, your resident financial advisor, and also your entry professor for finance. Let's help you kickstart your business in the financial world. At ngayong gabi, aming ituturo ang mga how-tos on starting your business right and thrive in the insurance business. So you might have noticed me last week. Ako din po ay nag-host for our food and beverage industry since I also love eating. And dito po sa financial industry, here is my bread and butter. Ika nga. So, what is insurance? Marami po tayong mga common misconceptions tungkol sa insurance. And yung mga ganyang bagay ang tatalakayin natin ngayong gabi. Misconceptions, where did it start or why do we even need it nowadays? In the first place, maraming tipo ng insurance. Kasi pag nabanggit po yung word na insurance, parang allergic na yung mga tao, allergic na yung mga Pinoy. Parang nangangati na sila, parang, Pero, mga ka-entreps, meron tayong mga tinatawag na car insurance, homeowners insurance, renters insurance, travel insurance, at kahit pet insurance. At alam nyo ba mga ka-entreps, meron din mga celebrity na dahil naging sikat sila sa mga certain body parts nila o sa mga aspekto nila sa buhay, they have also decided to insure that certain part of their body. An example would be Cristiano Ronaldo, the footballer or the soccer player, and he actually insured his legs. The singer, Miley Cyrus, ang nagpauso ng twerk, naka-insure po sa kanya ang kanyang tongue. Yes, ang kanyang dila kung saan siya sumikat. Well, matagal na siya sikat pero naging controversial yung dila niya na yon. And also, si Mariah Carey, naka-insure ang kanyang boses. Julia Roberts and her Mona Lisa smile. Her smile is also insured. Tom Jones, would you believe, insured his chest hair. And si Rihanna, si Riri, she has insured her legs. See, kung may isa kang bagay na pinapahalagahan, syempre kakailanganin mo din na i-insure ito. So, we won't be going to the specifics since aabutin tayo ng bukas, mga ka-entreps. We'll simply discuss the overall ideas and the importance of having insurance in our life. So, hindi ko na patatagalin, di na naman kayong paghihintayin mga ka-entrep. Our first guest is also a financial advisor gaya namin. Pero hindi lang yun. She is also a certified health specialist, a certified investment specialist. And last 2018, she was a National Financial Needs Analysis Grandmaster. And she is also the Training and Communications Director of the Internal Legendary Financial Educators. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Daisy Lee de Sahagun.
Hello, everybody.
Hello po, Miss Daisy. Good evening.
Good evening, Sir Ralph. Good evening. Thank you for having me here. And good evening din sa mga nanonood, sa mga viewers natin in different platforms. So, hi sa inyo. And this is actually an opportunity for me. Thank you for this opportunity to be part of this program.
Well, Miss Daisy, the pleasure is all ours. So, masaya po kami na napaunlakan nyo kami ngayong gabi para i-discuss yung everything that our ka-entreps need to know about insurance. And before everything else, we would like to know, paano po ba kayo nagsimula sa ganitong industriya?
Actually, I never thought na magiging part ako ng insurance industry. nung before kasi, I just prayed for an opportunity, for my growth. Dati na akong ini-invite sa mga different insurance industries ng mga friends ko, from different colors. Pero I kept on saying no. And then, yun nga, dumating yung time na parang naghahanap ako ng growth. So, after I prayed, yung isa kong high school batchmate, lumapit sa akin. So, in-invite niya ako to be, kumbaga, in-invite niya ako sa isang career exploratory ng isang insurance company. And then, sabi ko, why not? Kasi since I'm praying for an opportunity naman, try natin, wala namang mawawala. So, ayun, I joined and I listened sa career exploratory. And doon ko actually nakita yung nobility ng business. I already have an insurance prior being a financial advisor, pero nung naging financial advisor na ako, doon ko mas naintindihan talaga yung importance ng insurance, and not just insurance but financial planning in itself. So, ayun, doon na nagsimula. I really fell in love doon sa nobility of the business kasi you're not just gonna earn, pero yung nobility na makakatulong ka sa families, sa individuals, sa businesses, So, iba yung pakiramdam na nag-work ka and at the same time tumutulong ka sa mga tao.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Doon na nagsimula actually.
Yes, it's all about the nobility. And of course, being able to help others regarding their financial literacy. Now, speaking of financial literacy, we also have, passerby lang po siya, makikaraan lang siya to plug their show. So I have here a friend of mine who's also a host of his own show, Money Talk. So, di ko na rin patatagalin. May I introduce Mr. Gabby Schulze? Gab, are you here?
Hi guys. Hi Miss Daisy. Hi Bogs. Alright, so makikigaan lang ako. I mean, since we're talking about financial literacy here, we have this show every Saturday to help our viewers be more financially confident. So our topic tomorrow will be on financial literacy. So I'll be joined by my partner Marian, who's also a financial advisor, and then me being I've been in the finance industry since I graduated, so I've been in the finance industry for about 4 to 5 years already at this point. So, ayun. So, I'm just passing by. Please check out po yung show namin tomorrow at 6 p.m. Our topic will be on financial literacy, and we will have our guest, Miss Diane Lagmay, a financial planner, and the founder of Common Denominator. So she's a young professional who helps other millennials, and well, not limited to millennials, but everyone. But most of her clients are millennials, no. Help them plan out their lives, ganun. And guys, don't forget rin to please follow us on TikTok rin, at Money Talk PH, kasi baka ma-feature po kayo sa mga featured segments namin at the start of the show. So, ayun.
Well, been a pleasure, Gab. Thank you. And we'll make sure to watch tomorrow for that, of course, wonderful segment for financial confidence.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing you. Thanks. Right. So, once again, going back to our topic, so the nobility, for us financial advisors, it's always about the nobility. It's all about helping other people reach their goals. So that hits a spot pagdating sa atin. In my case kasi, it's kind of funny on how I entered the financial industry. Kasi nagsimula siya when I was watching a K-drama entitled Let's Eat. It so happened na it's a show about food, which I love, and yung protagonist just so happens to be a financial advisor. So after watching all 3 seasons, an acquaintance of mine sent me a message asking me, open-minded ka ba So, syempre, medyo defensive tayo. Ano yan? MLM ba yan? Yung ba yung mga tipong power? And then, no, sabi niya, no. It's not your typical MLM. Hindi tayo magpa-power dito. Pero, still, it's about financial literacy. So, sa kanya ako in-invite. And then, yes kaagad ako. And then, they were actually hesitant. When, sure ka? Oo lang. Oo, sige, go na ako. Kasi I was so entranced of what I've watched, all those hours spent on that K-drama. And here I am. So, enough about me. Enough about that backstory. So, since we've introduced our backstory about venturing into the financial world, Stacey, can you please enlighten us? Gaano nga ba kahalaga ang insurance? So we're talking about life insurance here per se. So gaano po ito kahalaga sa atin?
Okay, so when you talk about insurance, this is actually an income replacement or an income protection, most especially for the breadwinner. So when you say protection, with the word itself, talaga mahalaga siya. With the word itself pa lang na protection, alam mo na mahalaga siya. So, for example, merong magulang, and they have a toddler, diba? What are they doing, diba? Sa bahay, ginagawa nila lahat ng kailangan nilang gawin to protect the child. Let's say, for example, sa mga socket, yung mga saksakan ng mga appliances. So, what they do about it, alam naman natin, yung mga toddlers are very curious, diba?
Yes.
They're very curious beings. So some of them even insert a fork inside the socket. So very dangerous. So,
yes, I think nabalita pa yan before.
Yeah. So talagang it's very harmful. So as parents, they have to do something about it. They will cover the socket. Yung mga tables, yung mga corners, matatalim, they will cover it. Yung mga, kung merong stairs sa bahay, they will put up something na nakaharang doon so that to protect the child na hindi mahulog or hindi mag-akit baba sa stairs.
Exactly.
So when it comes to finances, ganun din. Kasi there are also uncertainties that could happen. We have to protect our family. Kasi insurance is, nasabi ko kanina, is an income replacement in case of uncertainties such as disability, illness, or a death of a breadwinner. Kasi if you come to think of it, the family is living comfortably, they are eating every day, the children are able to go to school, lahat ng needs nila nandyan. Because healthy si breadwinner, malakas siya, nakakapag-work. Pero if illness or if death comes, diba, abruptly, 100% of the income of the breadwinner mapuputol. So, what now will happen to the family? Okay, so with insurance, yan ang makakatulong for the family to cope up. Hindi man natin matulungan sila emotionally, but financially, maaalagaan pa rin sila ng breadwinner. So that's the importance of insurance.
Nice, good. It's very heartfelt, kasi since we're talking about the family and being the breadwinner, to knock on wood, in case something happens to them, then may sasalo sa whatever source of income that they have or that they've lost at that time. So, sabi nga kung yung cellphone mo nga may screen protector, may housing, wherein you change your phone every year or every 2 years. So, what more kung yung health, yung buhay mo mismo ang nangangailangan ng protection, di ba?
Correct.
So, it just makes sense na that I don't know what to call it, pero yung bagay na lagi mong ginagamit, which is your body, which is your health, ang mas nangangailangan ng protection compared sa mga material things natin. I mean, it's common sense na magkaroon ka ng insurance sa mga sa kotse, sa
Kotse,
bahay.
di ba?
Pero syempre, what do you use in order for you to maintain itong material things na to? Yourself, your body, your work. And it sounds complex, pero having yourself insured is such a simple way para ma-resolve lahat ng mga future problems na to. So, since we're talking about, kasi parang nasa end result na tayo in case something happens So we're talking about mga, kung knock on wood, mamatay man yung breadwinner, or let's say, magkaroon siya ng critical illness. So, setting that aside, what would be, let's say, a long or short-term goal pagdating sa insurance? Kasi sa ating mga Pinoy, ang common misconception nila is pag sinabihan mo sila ng insurance or whenever you open a topic about insurance sa mga Pinoy, ang unang rebate nila is, mapapakinabangan ko lang naman yan pag namatay ako So anong silbi nun? Wala naman akong mapapala dyan. Patay na ako bago pa may mangyari. So what would you say to these kinds of rebuttals, Miss Daisy?
Well, Ralph, yun nga it's insurance is actually a form of or a way to show our love to our families. So let's not be selfish kasi this is actually a risk management plan. So nabanggit mo kanina, yun nga, life insurance is for your family. Yes, that's true. Pero there are also insurances na ikaw ang makikinabang para din sa'yo. Yun nga, nabanggit mo kanina, critical illness, di ba? So, alam natin, ang sakit, sobrang mabigat sa bulsa. Ang pagkakasakit. Yun nga minsan, simple illnesses, ang bigat na sa bulsa. How much more pa yung mga serious illnesses, di ba? So, we can see a lot of families actually, nakikita natin sa Facebook, nakikita natin kung saan-saan, nag-raise ng funds, di ba, mangungutang, so kung saan-saan lumalapit sa PCSO and all. Bakit?
Kapwa ko, mahal ko.
Yes. So it keeps on repeating sa mga families, because of lack of financial planning. Kasi maraming mga negative or mga wrong notions about health. Kapag hindi tayo nakakapag-prepare. So, merong mga iba, akala nila porket bata pa sila, di sila magkakasakit, or maybe wala silang family history, so di sila magkakasakit. Pero you know what, kung hindi ka makakapag-prepare, kung wala kang mga health insurance, talagang it will be a great toil, not only for yourself but also for the rest of the members of your family. So, masyado siyang mabigat. Nakikita natin na pag critical illness, like cancer, heart attack, or stroke, yan yung top 3, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. Yan pa rin ang top 3 causes of death here in the Philippines. And even according to the World Health Organization, globally, yan pa rin talaga ang top 3, especially sa mga low-income and middle-income countries katulad natin. So, bakit kaya? Kasi kung tutuusin, advanced naman na ang medicine, di ba? Ang mga technologies natin. Available ang mga treatments, di ba? Kahit mga critical illness. Pero ano nangyayari? Bakit ganun? It's because we cannot afford talaga the treatments kasi sobrang mahal. Umaabot siya ng millions. So who can afford? Kahit mayaman ka, 'di ba? Are you willing to have your savings be wiped out in just a snap dahil lang hindi ka pa nakapag-prepare? So with critical illness plans, it can help you cushion your family and yourself from that financial burden. Okay? So imbis na ikaw mag-isa ka mag-ipon for your health needs, gumamit ka ng instrument that could help you reach the goal faster. Kumbaga, magkano lang yung iipunin mo per month, it is just like your forced savings. Tapos meron ka ng nakaabang na fund na ready, in case na magkaroon ka ng sakit, lalo na kung breadwinner ka. Kasi let's say, maging tapat na tayo, pag breadwinner ka, you are the income generator in the family. So kung ikaw ang magkasakit, what will happen? Hindi ka rin makakapagtrabaho. So, kawawa din yung pamilya.
Itigil mo doon nila.
Yes. Diba?
Since we are on that topic, no? Kasi from what I have observed dito sa Philippines, mababa ang life expectancy ng tao dito. Kasi somehow starting around 50, 60, 60-ish, once na makaramdam na yung mga Pinoy ng mga nararamdaman nila, high blood na, sumasakit na mga kasukasuan, they stop doing anything. Kunyari, pag nag-retire na sila, they just wanna relax na lang. They don't wanna work. If ever they get sick, wala, panahon ko na eh. Kung panahon mo na. Bakit pa ako gagastos na malaki? It's that mentality kasi na hindi na nila isasaalang-alang yung family nila. Ang maghahabilin na lang sila na if ever na magkasakit ako, huwag yan akong ipa-hospital, gastos lang yan. Which is hard para sa ating mga breadwinner na pag nakita mo yung parents mo na ganyan yung linya sa'yo, it makes you think na if you've actually been a good child, naging marapat ba akong anak para magsabi ng ganito yung magulang ko tapos wala akong may sagot. So it's these kinds of things that I notice as well sa dito sa families in the Philippines, maybe not just my family but other families that I've encountered. There's also one thing that's been stuck up in my mind, Miss Daisy, kasi since we're talking about the breadwinners, we're talking about critical illnesses, and nabanggit din kanina ni Gabby something about the millennials. The millennials nowadays have this YOLO mentality. You only live once. I want to make the most of it. If I'm gonna be taken by God, He'll take me happily. I'm enjoying what I do. Oh, by the way, before I forget, mga ka-entreps, sa mga viewers natin dyan, if you have any questions, anything you want to say, you want to ask about insurance, if you have experiences pagdating sa insurance, don't hesitate to comment, don't hesitate to ask us any questions. Habang natito po kami ni Miss Daisy, we'll be more than happy to answer all your questions for tonight. So, going back po dun sa question ko, since, yun nga, sa YOLO, para kasi ang nangyayari is, bakit pa ako mag-insurance? I mean, yung perang gagastusin ko, I want to spend it lavishly. I mean, I want to travel the world. I want to buy stuff that will make me happy. It's these kinds of things. It's these kinds of nuances na nare-receive natin pagdating sa mga millennials, sa mga ganito generations. What would you say about these things?
Okay. So, nabanggit ko nga kanina, tama ka, no? Usually kasi pagka mga millennials, no, mga bata-bata pa, talagang hindi pa masyadong iniisip yung future kasi they want to enjoy life. So, tama yun, no? You only live once. And that's true. Yes, correct. You only live once. Kaya nga the more that you need to prepare for your future kasi isang beses lang yan. Hindi ka na pwedeng bumalik. So, okay lang naman mag-enjoy, di ba? The fruits of your labor. Okay lang naman mag-travel kasi marami rin natututunan sa pag-travel. Di ba? Okay lang yan. Ang nagiging masama lang is kapag nanineglect na ang mga needs. Kapag nauuna na yung mga non-essentials over the essential things. So, that's why kailangan din nilang matutunan, no? Yung proper way of handling money. Ano ba yung mga dapat na pinaghahandaan in life, no? Meron tayong mga dapat paghandaan, mga expected and unexpected needs. So, the reason lang naman din na hindi rin nakakapag-prepare ang mga tao because of lack of knowledge about financial planning. Diba? So, one way for them to learn about this is, through education, mag-seminar tayo, mag-provide tayo ng education, i-educate natin lahat ng mga tao when it comes to the importance of financial planning. So, to the millennials na nandito, kung may mga nanonood ang mga millennials sa atin, no? I know marami sa inyo marami na rin natututunan when it comes to financial education. Kasi marami na kayong napapakinggan about financial planning, no? Andyan si Chinky Tan, so andyan si Marvin Guermo. So, marami. So, I just hope na hindi lang ito maging hanggang knowledge, hanggang head knowledge, kundi i-apply din natin sa life natin. Okay? Kasi it's very important.
Very well said, Ms. Daisy. And I would just like to read out here a shout out kay Miss Yen Alphabete. Nag-comment siya, you only live once means di ka na pwedeng bumalik. So that's also in line po. So parang ini-emphasize lang niya yung importance nga ng ating health since we only have one life, might as well protect it, di ba?
And yun nga, if I may add, no, when it comes to health, yun nga, may mga myth tayo dyan. Nabanggit ko kanina, no? Akala ng iba, porket bata sila, hindi sila magkakasakit. Wala silang family history, hindi sila magkakasakit. They're living a healthy lifestyle, hindi sila magkakasakit. Of course, we do not want na magkasakit talaga. Pero, I've seen people who are living a healthy lifestyle pero nagkasakit, no? Seriously. I've seen fitness instructors, batang-bata, walang bisyo, pero ilang beses nang na-heart attack. Meron ding na-stroke, no? A fitness instructor na based in Hong Kong. So, yun, nadidebunk yung mga myths, no? Na illnesses can strike anybody, no? Kasi there are a lot of factors actually. Nandyan yung stress, no? Minsan sa trabaho, minsan wala kang ambisyo pero you're able to inhale smoke from other people, di ba?
Secondhand smoke, yeah.
Yeah, secondhand smoking. So, ano pa, aside from hereditary, there are also random gene mutations na nangyayari, no? So, we never know talaga. So, it's better to be prepared kesa magpabaya tayo.
Exactly. Now, since we're talking about getting preparation or having insurance for our health, for our life. Oh, speaking of which, we have Miss Giselle here. Health is wealth. If you don't have good health, who will make the wealth for you? So, kung wala kang, so since health is wealth, if you don't have health, then no wealth. Medyo tongue twister siya. So, thank you po. Thank you po. So, since we're on that topic, kailan po ba? So, when we're talking about having security, having insurance for ourselves, when would you think would be the best time to venture or to have yourself insured po ba, Ms. Stacy?
The best time actually is when you're still young and healthy. Okay? Kasi nga, may mga nakikita tayo, no? Kung sino yung mga advanced in age, sila yung mga very eager to be insured, especially mga health insurances. Why? Kasi they're sickly na eh. Nararamdaman na nila yung effect, no? Yung burden financially. So, mahirap. So, kung nakikita na natin na ganun yung nangyayari sa mga older generations, ano, bakit pa natin gagayahin? So, we have to focus on the solutions na alam natin ganun na nangyayari sa iba, no? Let's hope na matuto tayo from the mistakes of other people. Na habang bata ka pa, nagsisimula ka pa lang magtrabaho, no? You're able to generate income, maghanda ka na, be insured. Kasi ang insurance talagang kinukuha yan while your health is okay. Kasi once na you're already sickly, chances are baka hindi ka na qualified, no? It's easy for us to decline insurance, pero kapag ikaw na nagkasakit at kailanganin mo yan, the insurance company will easily also decline you. So, mas mahirap yun, di ba? So, kung in the future, pag advanced age mo, kukuha ka rin lang din ng critical illness plan, kuhanin mo na habang bata ka para mas mura. Mas maaga mo mas matatapos, covered ka until age 100, bakit mo hihintayin na tumanda ka kung kailan may sakit ka na at may chance na hindi ka pa ma-approve? Diba? So, the risk is actually there even if you have an insurance or not. It's just that anong klaseng risk ang tatanggapin mo or i-apply mo sa life mo? Is it the risk na you don't have an insurance and then anything can happen, pag nagkasakit ka, you will shoulder everything, no? All the financial,
Exactly.
all the medical bills, the post-treatments, no? Lahat yan. Or, mag-save ka ngayon, umpisahan mo na mag-save, and then, yun na, naka-ready yung fund just in case. Pero, there are other people kasi na sinasabi, sayang daw. E paano kung hindi naman sila magkasakit, hindi nila magagamit, diba?
Yun nga.
Actually, there are solutions naman na ibabalik sa iyo yung premium, no, pagka humaba yung life mo, naging healthy ka, or meron kang pwedeng ma-withdraw from it, or mapupunta sa beneficiaries mo kung sakaling hindi mo magamit. So, walang sayang. And huwag mong panghinayangan yun. Kasi mas mahirap pa rin yung mabaon sa utang dahil sa malaking bills, no? If you have heard the story of the child of DJ Yala, have you heard about it? Diba? Na ICU yung anak niya, yung anak nila, no, for a few weeks, and their bill reached to 2.3 million pesos. And meron din akong isang kilala, no, bata pa, I think he's just 30 plus years old. He's been in ICU for 2 months, and the bill is almost 4 million. So, which risk would you rather take? Diba? Yun lang pipiliin mo eh. Which one?
Ang unusual nang dyan is isang kahuhugot ng ganung pera eh. Pero I think I've heard with kay DJ Nicole Yala dun na even though almost 3 million yung ilalabas ng pera, hindi sila naglabas kasi it was all covered by the policy of the kid.
Yes,
So we have
that is
another
correct.
comment here from Ms. Yen. Health is an asset. So this will protect all your assets. Protect your health. Yes. So we can't reiterate it enough. We can't emphasize it enough on how we should protect our health. So if you're living healthy, eating vegetables, sometimes it's not enough. Yes, you are trying to avoid getting sick by eating healthy, by exercising. Pero we live in a world that's full of pollution. We live in a world wherein viruses are all around us, carcinogens are knocking on our doorsteps. So it's hard to say na after everything you've done, you'd end up healthy. So, ganun nga, nabanggit din ni Miss Daisy kanina, mga fitness instructors, bigla-bigla nagkakasakit. I'd like to share an experience of mine. I had a close friend in college, so he was fit. Yes, he was smoking before, pero he stopped. Pero after niyang mag-jog, so he went for a jog early afternoon or late afternoon, I think. And then he went home, ate a meal, pahinga, hindi na nagising. So, he's been living a healthy lifestyle ever since, pero ganun talaga. It's hard nowadays para masabi na we can control our lives. I mean, we can control what we eat, yes, pero yung mga genetic factors, pollution, these are the things that we have no control over. So, kaya meron tayong insurance na sumasalo para sa atin. And again, Ms. Yen, I love how you're being interactive with our show. So she says, pure risks, disability, critical illness, and living too old. Create a financial system that will address these uncertainties. Wow, very well said. Parang very textbook yung sinasabi ni Ms. Yen. Pero we can't agree more. So that's how we feel about these kinds of circumstances. And no matter how noble the job is, I can't agree more with what Miss Daisy mentioned earlier, na as much as gusto nating tumulong, if it's already too late for the person, if you're already feeling sickly, then it's not our call to make. It's the insurance company that decides these things, kung may insure ba kayo o hindi. Um, Medyo out of topic, pero of course, everybody knows Jackie Chan, di ba? So he's well known, he's rich, everybody knows him, everybody loves his stunts. Pero there's no company in the world that would rather insure him. Kasi masyadong risky yung kanyang trabaho. So, with all the risks involved, nakakapanghinayang lang. Kung ang iyong trabaho ay masyado ng delikado and the company deems na malulugi na sila kung i-insure ka pa nila, it's not our call to make. And again, as much as we want to help the next guy, pag sinabi ng company na no, it's a no. Now, let's move on to our next questions here. Since we've discussed na when would be the best time for us to get insured, what would you say to the people right now who are watching or who will be watching the stream, who don't have insurance yet or who are not yet insured? Paano kung hindi sila nagplano financially? May hope pa ba for them? And kasi syempre we're talking about money here. You mentioned earlier na as young as I forgot what you mentioned. Hangga't bata ka pa, kailangan mag-set up ka na ng financial planning mo, ng insurance mo, di ba? So, let's say nasa 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s, sa kanila gusto mag-insure, pero feeling nila healthy pa naman sila. Would it still be possible, Miss Daisy? Hindi pa ba huli?
Actually, pwede pa rin naman, no, depending on their health condition talaga. So there are people naman na in their 60s that can still be insured. And so depende, no. Kaya lang mas mahal na rin talaga yung kanilang kailangang i-save, no, every year or every month for their insurance. Versus kung nag-start sila na mas bata sila, sana mas mura. Bakit ba bakit ba mas mahal kapag mas matanda? Kasi
Bakit
mas
nga
mataas na mas mataas na kasi yung risk, kapag ka-advance na ang age, when it comes to health, when it comes to health and death. So, yun kasi yung ina-assess pagdating sa insurance, This is kasi nga this is risk management plan. So, the reason why mas mura sa mga bata is because mas mababa ang risk nila. Okay, so that's the best time talaga that you have to be insured. For those who are advanced in age, you can still try. There are solutions naman din that don't need medical tests, pag nag-apply kayo ng insurance. Yun nga lang, those kinds of solutions would require na a bigger amount. Kasi it's like it's like more of investment na pagdating naman sa VUL. It's like you are getting a time deposit or what, ganun siya. So it's more of ginagamit na yan actually for estate planning, yung mga ganyang solutions for insurance. So positioning na actually ng insurance, yung something that you would want to pass on to your heirs, to your families. So for those people na gustong magpa-insure at an advanced age, you can still try. However, kapag ka talagang you already had a critical illness, unfortunately talagang no na talaga yan in any insurance industry. Kaya nga, as much as possible, wag na mag-delay. Kasi marami nangyayari na nagdi-delay 1 week delay, 1 month delay, or maybe just a few days delay, tapos biglang may mangyayari. Hindi sa nananakot or what, pero it happens. Laging nasa huli nga ang pagsisisi, di ba? Hindi naman yan nasa umpisa. So we're not injecting fears or worries in our viewers' minds o sa mga tao.
Real talk lang.
Um,
Real talk.
this is just reality. And we've been given biblical financial principles to follow. And talagang kailangan to. To help our families, to protect our families from the financial burdens of uncertainties. So, kaya nandiyan ang mga financial solutions na yan, katulad ng mga insurances, is to help the families.
Right. Thank you po. And yeah, so we have another comment here. So from Miss Gisele Kasem, insurance is peace of mind plan. So yes, hindi ka na anxious mga pwede mangyari kasi meron kang backup plan, merong sasalo sa anumang endeavor mo. And going back dun sa sinabi nyo kanina, borrowing from the YOLO mentality, since you only live once, there's no better time than now. So now is the best time for you to decide. Now is the best time for you to think about the future. Now is the best time for you to go and learn about financial planning. So yeah, now.
Yeah.
And
Tsaka,
go on po, go on.
yeah, tsaka there are things kasi that can be delayed, no? Yung mga gusto nating paghandaan, gusto nating pag-ipunan. No, let's say, for example, we want to buy something or maybe we want to travel. It can be delayed. Walang masamang mangyayari if we will delay that, diba? Pero if these kinds of things like insurances, you keep on delaying it, there might be a big consequence na katapat. There is a cost. Okay, so minsan kasi sanayan tao kapag naglabas ng pera, they wanna see it in front of them, they wanna hold it, kung ano man yung kinuha nila, di ba?
Yeah.
This one kasi is an intangible item. So, hindi sanay yung mga tao sa ganon. But then again, hindi, wala siyang, is really crucial in terms of handling your finances. Kasi if you're not going to prepare for it, chances are, like yan, mga unforeseen events or uncertainties, di ba? Yung mga protection plans na yan, like insurance, kahit meron kang mga investments, meron kang mga ipon, pero if you're not insured, lahat ng yan could be wiped out. Diba?
Exactly.
Kung wala kang health insurance, lahat ng yan maapektuhan. Let's say, pang-tuition ng anak mo, naipon mo na for the college, pero wala kang health insurance. Kung magkasakit ka, gagamitin mo yan pang-tuition ng anak mo, pambayad sa ospital. So, the dreams of your family maapektuhan. Diba?
Exactly.
Some people, nakikita natin, binibenta ng palugi yung mga assets that they've built for many years. Diba? Binibenta nila ng palugi just to turn it into cash, pambayad sa hospital. So, in order to protect your family and your dreams, yung dreams and goals ng family ninyo, please be insured.
Exactly. I know this person as well, citing your example, na they have a family business. So garments factory, it's doing good, and then one time nagkasakit si mommy, which is the owner of the company, of the business, and then lahat ng savings nila naubos. So they had to start from scratch. Yung mga makina ay binenta, nag-close sila, yung mga subcontractors nila, pinold out nila. And it's just hard to stomach na lahat ng pinaghirapan mo mawawala dahil saan? Nagpabaya ka, nagkasakit ka. So it's really hard na hindi makatulong sa mga ganitong tao. Kasi nga syempre, after nilang magkasakit, chances are they won't be insured anymore. And as far as I know, since we're talking about health insurance, since we're talking about financial awareness, I think there are also other means or other other ways kung saan makakatulong ang health insurance, Mr. Izzy. If I'm not mistaken, there's also MRI.
Yes, MRI or the mortgage redemption insurance, yan naman yung usually ginagamit sa mga loans, di ba? So, nire-require yan ng mga banks. Bakit? Kasi nga there's an uncertainty, di ba? Magpapautang sila sa'yo ng malaking halaga. Eh what if kuhanin ka na nga ni Lord? Who will pay them back? So, it is the MRI, yun yung magiging magbabayad na doon sa bank. So, kung bank nga nire-require yan, di ba? So, sana naman din pati family ninyo is protektahan nyo, no? Not just not just the loan, di ba? Kumbaga, yung MRI would ensure na kahit anong mangyari, mawala man yung borrower, mababayaran yung bank. So, kung ang breadwinner again mawala and hindi siya insured, ganun din, marami siyang iiwan ng expenses sa family. So, who will pay for that, di ba? Yung mga daily needs ng family, yung iniwan ng hospital bill ng breadwinner, no, yung funeral expenses, yung tuition ng anak kung may pinag-aaral, lahat yan iiwanan mo sa spouse mo.
Yes.
Or maybe kung both of the parents are gone, di ba, may iwanan yung mga anak, who will take care of them, di ba? So, nung kasagsagan actually ng pandemic last year, di ba, there are a lot of doctors who died due to COVID. So, I remember there was one doctor, I just forgot his name. Both of them, no, the mother and the father, both of them are doctors and nawala sila pareho because of COVID. And I remember the dad said, binili niya yung anak niya kasi yung anak niya was, I think, autistic or with Down syndrome. So, binili niya to everyone na alagaan yung anak. Kasi, di ba? So, it's really important na up to the last breath, no, kahit wala ka na, is maalagaan pa rin natin yung ating mga anak through insurance.
Thank you for that. And we have a question here from Miss Mills D. Piel. What is an ideal amount of insurance coverage?
Actually, it depends on the status of your family. Do you have kids na 0 age pa? So if that's still a baby, so ako ang inire-recommend ko sa mga families are actually kung gusto mo maalagaan yung anak mo hanggang sa siya'y makagraduate, then that's at least 21 times of your annual income. Ideally, no, kung ganun ang gusto mo, no. Now, of course, kung gusto mo naman, you can have at least 10 times of your annual income. No? Kung malalaki naman na yung mga anak mo, it can be maybe at least 5 times of your annual income. So depende actually. Depende sa kailangan ninyo, depende sa kakayahan nyo din, depende sa state ng family ninyo. No? So there are a lot of things to consider.
So I think kasi what makes it easier for I dare say customers, but what makes it easier for people nowadays pagdating sa coverage is nate-tailor fit na para sa kanila yung mga plans eh. So ano bang kailangan mo, ano bang gusto mong gawin, parang value meal na rin yan eh. So may gusto kong idagdag, may gusto kong tanggalin. So pag may tinanggal ka, mas makakamura ka. Pag may gusto kong idagdag, of course that will cost you. And shout out kay Mr. Richard Dinyao. Good morning, bro. So going back na tailor fit, so which makes it easier for them, which makes it budget friendly for them para hindi sila mahirapan na mag-budget. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're financial advisors. Ayaw natin na mahirapan sila. Ayaw natin magsakripisyo sila ng malaki para lang magkaroon sila ng insurance coverage. Ang pangit naman na may insurance ka nga, pero nga naman yung pang-araw-araw mo. Of course, we wouldn't want that. And shoutout din po sa ating mga nag-comment dito kay Miss Joy Pilart. I'm not sure if I said that correctly, San Pedro. And kay Mr. Dennis San Pedro. So many people insure themselves not for themselves, but for their loved ones. Well said. These days, insurance is a lot better than before. Today's generation are lucky because insurance companies today offer more benefits and options. Exactly. We couldn't say it any better, Mr. San Pedro. Kasi nga, before, the common concept of insurance is you you need to die, basically. So pag namatay ka, may makukuha ang pera yung mga beneficiary mo. Pero nowadays, since marami nang nag-innovate, nabuo yung mga, what you call this, mga VUL, as what we call them,
Yes.
to make it easier for the people na may makuha sila habang buhay pa sila. And we have another comment here for Mr. Altreb. How sure do insurance companies pay proceeds or claims? So this is ibang uncertainty naman to, Miss Daisy. Kasi nga, as much as we hate to admit it, some health institutions nowadays are being questioned by the public dahil nga sa pagdating sa finances. So, paano tayo makakasigurado na once we set up an insurance policy from a company na they will pay us in the event na may mangyari sa atin, or they will pay the beneficiaries in the event na may mangyari sa atin?
So, okay. So, it's very important, no, that upon application, you really have to declare everything that you have to declare. So, during the application, there are medical questions. No? So, it's very important, kayo mismo ang sumagot. Okay? Kayo mismo magbasa, read it carefully, and then answer it on your own. Huwag kayong magtatago, magko-conceal ng information para hindi kayo magkakaroon ng problema during claims. Okay? Especially for mga health claims or critical illness claims. Kasi it will be crucial, no? During claims, no, let's say for example, nagkasakit, no, nagkaroon ng critical illness, and then you filed for a claim, and then you had a concealment, no, or yung tinatawag na non-declaration. Hindi nyo dineclare yung mga dapat nyo i-declare during application. And then, ang insurance company will investigate during claims. Makikita nila yan, yung history mo, no? Siyempre may mga records eh. Kasi when you go to a doctor, the doctor will ask for your history, di ba? The doctor will interview you. Hindi ka pwedeng magsinungaling sa doctor kasi mami-misdiagnose ka. Delikado. So now, when you file for a claim sa insurance, the insurance industry will investigate your history. So makikita nila yung records mo. So when they see doon sa medical record mo na meron kang dineclare about your history, medical history, na hindi mo dineclare during the application sa insurance, it might be a cause of a decline sa claim. Kaya it's very important na huwag magsisinungaling during application.
Yun naman pala. So, Mr. Altreb, hopefully nasagot namin ang iyong katanungan. So, just like any relationship, honesty is the best policy. So, as much as you don't want to be lied to or to lie to your significant other, ayaw naman din namin na magsinungaling tayo sa mga insurance companies natin. Kasi doon tayo bumabangko sa trust sa isa't isa. Now, ang mahirap kasi na, of course, you help a person, you set up an insurance policy for them, and then pagdating dun sa form, magtatago sila, hindi na sasabihin na may history sila ng heart ailments, na may history sila ng, let's say, family history, genetic, or whatever na pinagdaanan nila before, na hospitalized sila, major surgeries, lalabas at lalabas yan. Makikita at makita ng mga doktor sa history nyo, saan man kayo hospital nagpa-confine, kung ano magiging status ng kalusugan nyo. And ayaw namin mangyari na mauwi sa wala yung pinaghirapan nyo, yung pinag-ipunan nyo. It's heartbreaking kapag nagkakaroon ng mga ganong scenario.
Yeah, that's true. If ever naman na mangyari yun, no? Kasi minsan talaga may mga nakakalimutan tayo. Kung sakaling ma-decline ang claim and then maka-cancel ang policy because of that, ibabalik naman yung premiums. Although, of course, hindi na kompleto yung ibabalik sa'yo kasi may mga charges na yun. But then again, may isusoli naman pera sa'yo. But then again, sayang din naman talaga. Kasi if you expect na may makukuha ka na makakatulong sa iyo, 'di ba? So, tapos malalaman mo decline. So, nakakalungkot din naman pagka ganun. So, also another thing that I want to share, for those na hindi nagpapa-insure kasi they want to check out muna other insurances from a different company or what. These insurance policies have yung tinatawag na cooling off period. So, what is a cooling off period? So, kaya naglagay ng cooling off period is to protect the clients. No? It shows the urgency, yung importance ng pagkakaroon ng coverage right away. So, ang ginagawa nitong cooling off na to is once that a client applies for an insurance, kumbaga, habang tumitingin ka ng mga iba-ibang policies, you apply na, kunyari meron ka ng isang tinanungan, you apply na right away. No? Pag na-approve ka doon, you read the contract. You have 15 days to review the contract. Pagka hindi mo nagustuhan, isoli mo, i-refund sa'yo in full yung premium. Ano ibig sabihin nun? It's important na habang tinitingnan mo, habang chinecheck mo yung differences ng mga policies, magpa-insure ka na agad kasi nga you never know. So yun yung importance ng 15 days cooling off. So kumbaga, nakikita mo doon yung sense of urgency. So it's approved by the Insurance Commission to protect the clients. So kumbaga, ibig sabihin lang noon talagang there is an urgency pagdating sa pagiging insured. Kaya nagkaroon ng ganong cooling off period. Para while you are checking nga, is insured ka na. Whatever happens, diba? Insured ka na.
Exactly. And may follow-up question po sa atin. So, I'm really loving this vibe. Thank you po mga ka-Entrep. Gusto po namin yung ganito, yung marami kayong tinatanong sa amin, yung ganitong mga conversations. So, going back dun sa question po para sa atin, again kay Mr. Altreb, marami kasing insurance company ang nagsasara. Gaano ba ka-protected ang mga policy holders ng life insurance? So, I think this goes in line with a certain history here in the Philippines wherein a college assurance company has declared bankruptcy and was unable to support yung finances ng mga members nila. So, ano pong masasabi niyo sa ganitong mga katanungan sa atin, Stacy?
Actually, yung binanggit nyo kanina, na assurance plan or yung CAP, di ba? It's not an insurance company, but a pre-need company. So, parang wala pa yata ako narinig na insurance company na nagsara, if I'm not mistaken, no? Ang insurance companies are regulated by the Insurance Commission. So, yung mga insurance companies na yan, they have this meron silang requirement, no? Meron silang mga reserve requirements na they have what you call this na yung liability nila, no? Kasi 'di ba minsan for example, ang isang tao nagpa-insure, magkano lang yung binibigay niyang insurance per year or per month. Pero may katapat na agad na malaking fund. So, ibig sabihin nun, all the insurances are required to have that reserve, the reserve money na anytime na may mangyari doon sa family is kaya nilang ibigay yung proceeds, no, yung coverage doon. So, kailangan may katapat yun na gano'n. So, it's a very huge amount of money, of reserves na required by the Insurance Commission. So, hindi pwede na bumababa yung reserves ng mga insurance companies doon sa requirement ng Insurance Commission. So, it is also a requirement to protect the clients.
Thank you po. And again, hopefully we were able to answer your question, Mr. Altreb. And from from the big names that we have for insurance companies nowadays, uh, if I'm not mistaken, they've been here for like more than a century na already. I mean, we have the Sun Life has been more than 100 years in the Philippines already, and we have AXA, Pru Life, and then of course there are other companies, Insular, Philam, and they've we haven't heard any news about them having any issues financially or up to the point na kailangan nilang mag-loan sa World Bank to sustain yung reserve nila. And I think it's a good thing na we're not hearing any news. I think ito yung mga situation na no news is good news. As long as wala kang narinig na balita negatively about sa mga company na to, then it's safe na mag-invest sa kanila, na pumasok sa isang business kasama nila. And yes, we have a successful answer here, Ms. Daisy. So Mr. Altreb has thanked us and mentioned na very informative ang ating mga naging kasagutan sa kanyang mga tanong. And mga ka-Entrep, again, huwag po kayong mahihiya. Gaya po ng mga nagiging topic dito, tanong lang kayo ng tanong. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Any small question, any curiosity na nasa isip niyo tungkol sa topic natin today, we will be more than happy to answer that. And since inline na tayo sa mga ganitong katanungan, no? Kasi we're about informing people, financial literacy, baga. So, Ms. Daisy, ano sa tingin niyo ang nakikitang steps or hakbang para magkaroon ng widespread financial literacy dito sa bansa? Kasi nga, as much as we hate to admit it, nandun pa rin yung common misconceptions na nabanggit natin nung simula. Nandun pa rin yung mga negative rebuttals, lahat ng discuss natin earlier, they still exist up to this point. So, ano yung sa tingin yung possible means na makatulong para ma-educate natin ang mga kababayan natin?
That's true, Ralph, no? Yung sinabi mo kanina na marami talagang mga maling information na nagsisirculate when it comes to financial education. So, siguro yun na rin yung reason kung bakit marami sa atin yung talagang hindi natuto when it comes to this financial literacy. So, what we can do is to really educate people, no? Our group, the International Legendary Financial Educators, under 1986 Summer House Publishing, no, is yung Summer House is actually the official national service learning provider of the National Educators Academy of the Philippines. So we have this program na magtuturo ng financial education. So sabi ni Jose Rizal, di ba? Ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan.
Exactly.
However, kung ang mga natutunan ng mga older generations ay mali, it means yun din ang maipapasa sa ating mga kabataan. Am I right?
Exactly.
So ngayon, paano magiging pag-asa ng bayan ng mga kabataan kung mali pa rin ang kanilang matututunan? So we want these kids to learn the proper way of handling money. We want them to learn about financial literacy. But before we teach them the proper way of handling money, kailangan yung mga matatanda muna yung turuan natin. So unang-una dyan are yung most influential sa kanila, or if not most, the second most influential sa mga kabataan, yung mga teachers. Diba?
Yes.
Teachers. So, malaki ang influence nila sa mga bata. So, this partnership, no, Summer House and NIAP, no, we will be having this program na tuturuan natin ng financial education ang mga teachers all over the Philippines. No? So napakaraming guro sa Pilipinas, and ano na yan, it's being worked out. No? So we are expecting na mag-start siya this year. So we hope na this will have a great impact, no? Kung alam nyo, or if you are familiar with NEDA's vision, no, National Economic Development Authority, yung vision nila,
Yes, Neda.
yeah, that by 2040, the Philippines will be a predominantly middle-class society where no one is poor. So we're gonna help the government to uplift the economic status of every family through financial education. Kasi we have to, we have to stop na the wrong mindset, the wrong culture na natutunan natin. Kasi, admit it, di ba? Ang daming sumakop sa bansa natin. Dami natin natutunan kung saan-saan. Andyan yung, hindi natin natutunan yung importance of savings kasi hindi naman tinuturo sa school. No? So ngayon, nagkakaroon na ng mga pinapasa na bill na magkaroon na ng financial education sa mga schools. So that is actually a good news. No? So we hope to level up the financial knowledge of every individual, every families, to help alleviate na rin yung economic level ng every family, and also to help na rin our nation. So let's focus on the solutions and magtulungan tayo kasi hindi naman kaya lahat ng government. We ourselves as individuals, we can do something about it. We can improve our status, no? Maybe mahirap, no? Hindi pare-pareho yung status natin in life, pero hindi hopeless. There are solutions. Yun nga, sabi nga, di ba? Sa taong may gusto, laging may paraan. Sa taong ayaw, laging may dahilan. So, which one are you? Di ba? Focus on the solutions.
Exactly. I can't agree more with what you've mentioned, Ms. Daisy. No? So, going back, pagdating din sa savings, para kasing naging subtopic lang siya pagdating sa values eh. Parang, ever since as a kid, sasabi lang sa'yo na kailangan sa'yo maging matipid. And then, it stops from there. Walang itinuro tungkol sa kung anong gagawin mo dun sa pera mo, kung paano mo siya palalaguin. And it's hard nowadays na mag-stick lang tayo sa ganun. I mean, the world is changing. We should be innovating. Everything should be dynamic. Kailangan mag-adapt tayo sa change. So, I think this program ng Summer House is very helpful, no? Mga ka-Entreps, kung matatandaan nyo, last episode natin dito sa Financial, we were discussing this and we want to, again, reiterate kung gaano ka-importante na matutunan ng financial literacy sa ating K-12, sa ating mga estudyante. So, nabanggit kanina Ms. Daisy na mayroong mga law na ipinasa para sa movement na to. So, ito po yung RA 10679 at RA 10922. So you might want to Google that up para magkaroon po kayo ng insight tungkol sa ano bang nilalaman o ano ba ang patutunguhan ng movement na to para sa pagpapalawig ng financial literacy sa ating mga Pinoy. So, since na-discuss na po natin yung mga ganyang bagay, no? And we are hoping na the fruits of everyone's labor pagdating dito sa financial literacy program na to is ma-nourish ang ating mga kabataan para sa future natin. And going back to the topic about insurance, no? Since we've dealt a lot of questions, insights pagdating sa insurance policy, pagdating sa health, let's go dun sa tao mismo. Kasi nandun tayo sa point of view na ang dinidiscuss natin is yung mga kumukuha ng claims, yung kumukuha ng mga policies. How about dun sa advisor? How about dun sa kukunan natin ng insurance? May basihan ba? Kahit na sino ba na mag-offer sa atin o lang baka agad tayo? What kind of tips can you give our viewers sa mga ka-entrep natin kung ano ang dapat nilang makita o ano ang dapat nilang basihan para makapili ng financial advisor na gagabay sa kanila in the years to come.
Yeah, actually, in choosing an advisor is very crucial as well. Ano? Napakaraming financial advisors ngayon. So,
Dami na.
yeah. So, it's very important that you choose a credible advisor. When you say financial advisor, it's not just about insurance. No? Kaya nga siya financial advisor. So, hindi lang yan nakafocus sa insurance. A credible financial advisor should have knowledge about other things, no, when it comes to finances. Kailangan malawak yung kaalaman niya when it comes to financial planning, no, financial literacy, not just insurance. Kasi insurance is just a part of financial education, right? So, titingnan niyo din yung background ng financial advisor, no? So, kumbaga, kung i-translate natin yan into the medical field, di ba? It's very important na yung doctor is also credible, no? Kasi, let's say, for example, yung solutions na pinipresent sa'yo ng advisor or maybe the doctor, yung gamot na iniinom mo. Iniinom mo pero, alam mo yun, you don't know anything about the gamot, about the treatments, hindi mo naiinom ng tama. Wala rin mangyayari. Paano ka gagaling? So, the most important thing dyan is yung credibility rin ng doctor. If the doctor is okay yung background, di ba? So, magaling ba yung doctor when it comes to diagnosis and when it comes to giving the right treatment. So, kumbaga, kailangan din as well yung cooperation din naman ng kliyente. Okay? Kasi a financial advisor won't be able to help you plan for what you need, no? Kung hindi niya malalaman all the necessary details. So, yung cooperation ng client is also very important. Parang doctor, in order for the doctor, for you to be diagnosed properly, the doctor needs to ask for your history, di ba? The doctor needs to ask for a lot of information, yung mga nararamdaman mo, para ma-diagnose ka ng tama at mabigyan ka ng proper treatments and prescription. So, when it comes to the financial advisor, ganun din. So, kaya, magsinungaling ka sa financial advisor, it's the same thing na mangyayari. Hindi ka rin matutulungan ng tama. Or, hindi ka rin mabibigyan ng tamang recommendation para doon sa kailangan mo. So, whatever information that you provide to the financial advisor, doon magre-rely ang financial advisor kung paano kanya matutulungan. So, it's very important din na you disclose all the necessary information.
Yes. So, foundation talaga yung trust pagdating sa mga ganitong bagay.
Yes.
And yes, shout out to Miss Yen again. I can't agree more. So, tingin ko financial advisor din tong si Miss Yen since
Siya actually, branch head namin siya actually.
Oh.
Hi, Miss Yen.
Hello po. Well, thank you for supporting the show po, Miss Yen. And yes, we can't agree more na sa simula pa lang, onset pa lang ng conversation nyo sa mga financial advisors, trust needs to be there. Kasi syempre, base sa initial conversation nyo, diyan din lalabas kung ano yung mababasa ng mga doktor in the event na ma-hospital kayo. Gaya nga nung sabi nyo kanina, in case na may mismatch, may hindi na declare si client, then mahirap na. Malalagay sa alanganin yung credibility ni advisor. And then, of course, walang makukuha ang claim si client.
Yes,
Lugi
that's
kayo
true.
pareho. So, of course, as fellow advisors, as clients as well, ayaw namin nakaka-experience ng mga ganitong bagay. Kasi, it's very, kasi sabi nga namin yung simula, it's a noble job. So, parang yung paghihirap mo na uuwi sa wala. Parang ganun. Onset pa lang, palpak na. Which is hard to swallow. Now, since nabigyan tayo ng tips dyan, meron pa nga yata akong, I'm not sure if this is a joke or what. Kasi I had a client of mine before na may edad na. And then he was saying, why should I choose you? Bakit kita pipiliin? I know this friend of mine who's also a financial advisor. Kabatch ko siya sa college, ganyan. And we were doing just fine. And then, sabi ko, sir, ilang taon na po kayo? You're in your 60s and you have a booming business. Yes. Pero aminin natin, at your age, nagkakasakit na kayo, may mga dinaramdam na kayo. Who knows kung sino sa inyong dalawang mauuna? And then, in the event na knock on wood, mauna sa yung advisor nyo, may hirapan kayo. At least ako, mas bata-bata ako. Pag nagkasakit kayo, nandito lang ako. Pag inabot na kayo ng kung anong edad, I'll be more than happy to process your claim for your beneficiaries, for your family. And then, boom, yes, pirma ka agad.
Yeah, totoo din naman, no? Kasi talagang we are here for the families. We want to be here for them, no? As much as possible. The longer time that we could be here for them. Kasi our clients, no, hindi lang naman sila kliyente. They're also some of my clients are my friends. Some of them are strangers, total strangers na naging kaibigan ko. And then, syempre, yung mga families na mga yan, they are someone na talagang we really care about. No? Hindi naman yan basta kliyente lang na wala lang, di ba? So, we really want to take care of them. Kaya ako din, as an advisor, talagang whenever they need something, no, I see to it na natutulungan ko sila, na-assist ko sila. So, this is very important kasi parang pamilya na yan di ba? You're going to take care of their family this is a lifetime commitment between the advisor and the clients. So, iba yung relationship. So, hindi lang siya basta client or what. Iba yung meron kang heart for the client. No? Meron ka talagang concern for the client.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more when it comes to the heart, no. So kailangan talaga may care ka, sincere ka, and you're honest with whatever you're discussing with your client. So why don't we have a small break for the meantime? Let's get some coffee, drink some water. Ayokong pagodin ng ating guest for tonight. So let's be back after a couple of minutes, and once we come back, we'll discuss mga ka-entreps when you want to venture into the financial industry. Kasi we've been talking about on the perspective na kliyente or kukuha tayo ng insurance. What if tayo naman ang mag-offer ng insurance? So we'll talk about that after a couple of minutes once we get back.
EntrepRadio Online.
And we're back mga ka-entreps. So hopefully you were able to get a glass of water or make some coffee habang nagbe-break. And as I was saying earlier, we were talking on a point of view pagdating sa mga kliyente or when we're trying to get insurance. So what we're trying to put into our perspective now is paano kung tayo naman ang mag-offer ng insurance? Paano kung papasok naman tayo sa industry as a financial advisor? So let's see if we have some comments here. Oh, we have Mr. Dennis A. San Pedro. I believe it's also important for the financial advisor to discuss everything to properly understand the policy. Okay, yes, can say more. So as we've discussed earlier, kailangan na-discuss mo lahat. Non-disclosure agreement talaga yung mahirap na bulleted format. Talagang take per take pag-uusapan ninyo. Sir, ganito po, year 1, year 2, in case na ganitong mangyari, kailangan meron tayong mga bala pag sa mga ganyang katanungan. Kasi wala po tayong kailangan itago. Kailangan transparent tayo. So whatever charges na mai-incur or mati-charge sa kliyente, kailan nila makukuha yung claim, hanggang kailan sila magbabayad, yung mga ganitong katanungan yung dapat na nadidiscuss natin para hindi masama ko yung loob or it's to build trust, kumbaga. Kasi syempre, we can't emphasize enough and we will keep on repeating as much as needed na business is always built on trust. So, sa relationship sa pagitan ng kliyente at ng financial advisor, there always needs to be trust. And shout out po kay Miss Lady Ann Briguera. Galing naman ng Team Entrep Finance. Thank you po. More power. And while we're waiting for Miss Daisy to come back, I think baka nagtimpla pa siya ng kape. Oh, I think she's here na. There we go. Hello po, Miss Daisy. Welcome back.
Hello, hi. Nakapagkape ka na ba?
Yes po. And as I was saying earlier bago tayo nag-break, ang i-discuss po natin briefly is kung ano po ang kailangang malaman ng ating mga ka-entreps if ever they want to venture into the financial industry. Paano kung gusto nila maging financial advisor gaya natin? Ano po ba ang mga dapat nilang malaman o maisaalang-alang pagdating sa mga ganitong alituntunin?
Okay, so if you wanna be a financial advisor like us, unang-una syempre, tingnan nyo which company saan nyo gustong sumama, no? Tingnan nyo yung background ng company. So, titingnan nyo yung mga history, no? Unang-una dyan, yung siguro kung may friends kayo from that company na pwede nyo lapitan, and ask, ano ba talaga yung ginagawa nyo dyan sa insurance industry. So, unang-una dyan, katulad ako nung na-invite ako, no? I don't know anything about insurance, pero I just took the first step to attend the career exploratory. So, para makita ko ano ba talagang ginagawa dito. So, yun nga, when I attended that, doon ko nakita yung nobility, doon ko nakita yung mga potentials, no? Here in this industry, kailangan lang dito may puso at sipag ka. No? In talking to clients, no? In doing this business. Hindi ko rin alam kung paano to gawin noon. Kaya marami actually nagulat na nandito ako kasi people know na tahimik ako nung high school ako, no, ganyan. Pero ngayon nandito ako, 'di ba? Kailangan natin dumaldal. Kailangan natin makipag-usap kung kani-kanino.
Exactly.
So dito na rin kumbaga marami din yung ma-form sa iyo or yung marami din magi-improve sa iyo sa skills mo, sa talents mo when you are in this business. It's just that kailangan lang din talaga you're willing to learn. So, lahat naman ng bagay natututunan, 'di ba? Wala rin namang madaling trabaho, no?
Exactly.
Being in this business, iba yung fulfillment. Alam mo, nakakatulong ka sa family, no? Hindi ka lang basta kumikita, pero nakakatulong ka sa family. So, in this business, actually, the income is unlimited, no? Yung income opportunity is unlimited. So, depende na lang sa sipag mo, 'di ba? Kasi this is like a franchisee, eh. You're like a franchisee nung company. It's just that intangible yung items na kini-carry mo. So, kailangan lang din dito sipag at tiyaga. So, if you want to be an advisor like us, no, you approach us, join our growing team, and together, no, let's continue to protect the families, continue to secure the future of the families.
Yes. And of course, as we firmly believe, pag may mga ganitong opportunity, yes ka agad. Kasi you can say yes now, take the job now, and then learn it afterwards. And what we like about this industry is tulakan tayo. Walang hilahan pababa dito. So if one person or one of your colleagues is getting recognized, so push lang, all share the positivity lang. Kasi wala naman tayong ibang magagawa. This is a noble job. We want to help people. If someone's helping, mahahawa ka din. It's like what I've mentioned before in one of our shows, yung movie na Pay It Forward. So when you receive blessings, you don't bring it back to the person who gave it to you. You give it to people na wala pa. And then these people na matutulungan mo, na mabibigyan ng blessing, in turn, they will also spread the blessings to other people. So magkakaroon siyang ripple effect na magsasend ng positive vibes sa iba't ibang mga tao. And hopefully, reach yung mga people na nangangailangan. And we have comments po mula sa ating mga viewers. Kay Miss Lady, Miss LA, tama po yan na nagtuturo ka po, Miss Daisilin, about investments and other ways to grow money. Nakakapalpitate po kapag walang pera. Talking about kape. Yes. Minsan kung wala kang pera, saka ka nag-iisip na masarap na pagkain. Minsan kung wala kang pera, saka ka nag-iisip na pumunta sa mga lugar na gusto mong puntahan. Pero pag may pera ka, madalas nandyan lang, hindi mo gagalawin. Minsan manghinayang ka na talaga pag nasa iyo na eh. After nung pag-crave mo na gano'n.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, our Miss Lovable Miss Yen, ito po siya ulit, life insurance affects public interest. So malalim po yan. Kasi sabi ko nga kanina, ripple effect, chain reaction yan. Hindi lang yan sa advisor, client relationship. It will affect everybody else. And again po, LA, yes, kudos to financial advisor friends ko po. Worth it magtiwala sa mga financial advisor na you really trust. A lot of my friends are my clients as well. Madalas yung mga conversation namin, yung mga tipong over lunch lang, o kaya habang nasa taxi kami, nabanggit ko lang, and then sooner or later, mag-message sa akin, kuha na ako. Tara, discuss na natin yung mga ganito. And it fills my heart with joy na nare-realize na yung importance ng saving up for their future. Ng importance ng pagkakaroon ng protection sa kanilang health. So, since nandun na po tayo sa topic ng choosing the company and learning the works, kailangan natin na magtiis or magtiyaga, mag-aral para sa mga ganito. Kasi, Ms. Daisy, if I'm not mistaken, meron din tayong mga exam para sa pagiging financial advisor. And a lot of Filipinos are very allergic pag nakakarinig ng exam. Nahirapan ako dyan. Hindi nga ako nag-licensure exam sa mga ganito. Hindi ko nga pinasok yung course na yan kasi mahirap yan. Alam ko, pag insurance, puro calculation dyan. Ayoko ng ganyan. Ano pong masasabi niyo sa mga ganito yung rebuttal pagdating sa mga ganitong katanungan?
Well, totoo yun, no? There are exams, no? Kung papasok kayo sa insurance industry. Kasi being a financial advisor, again, you have to be credible. May licensing din kasi to, no?
Yes.
Hindi pwedeng wala, no? Just like doctors, just like nurses or lawyers, teachers, no? We also have licenses. So this is one way to provide you the credibility of the advisor kung talagang okay at pasado ang advisor mo sa exam. So for those na nagwo-worry about these exams, why are you worrying about it? Actually, 'di ba? In this business kasi marami na actually ang umangat ang buhay. So if you want to have improvements sa inyong economic life, no? Again, yung nasabi ko kanina, wala namang mahirap or wala namang madaling trabaho. Iba nga lang ng mga pinagdadaanan. So in this industry, licensing kailangan mong pagdaanan. Depende kung ano yung mga ilang licenses sa kukuhanin mo. I have 3. Being an advisor. So again, sa taong gusto, lagi may paraan, sa taong ayaw, maraming dahilan. So, alin ka doon? So if you really want to be a part of this job, walang obstacle ang magsi-stop sa'yo. 'Di ba? Kahit na mahirap, no, kahit na ano pa yung kailangang gawin, you will really do that. And taking the exams, yun yung makakapagbigay sa'yo din ng credibility as a financial advisor.
Yes. Again, I couldn't agree more with your statement there, Miss Daisy. No? Kasi the fact na nag-aral ako, the fact na gumastos ako para sa... Yes, the exam is not free, my friends. The fact na gumastos ako para sa exam na to, para ma-certify, para lang matulungan ka, shows you kung gaano ako ka-sincere sa trabaho na to. Shows you kung gaano ako kaseryoso na protektahan ng future mo, na protektahan ng health mo. I think that already gives yung kailangan ng mga viewers natin, no? Kasi we went the extra mile para lang tulungan sila. And here is Miss LA again. Taking the exam and passing it makes you professional and certified. So yes, these are the things that we need to know. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, mga ka-entreps, in this industry, tulakan po tayo. Walang hilahan dito. If we have people na bago lang, na they're learning the ropes, of course we help them. Of course, we have training para tulungan sila. Pag nalalapit ang exam, in my case, I had yung mga parang cram sessions, alam yung mga weeks before kayo mag-exam back in high school, back in college, yung mga seryoso ka, nagpupuyat ka, nagsusunod ka ng kilay, nagbabasa ka ng libro, nagtitingin ka ng mga module mo dyan. Ganun na ganun. Kasi ayaw namin na pagdating dun sa uli, magsisisi ka lang na sayang. Yung salitang sayang is napakadaling sabihin ng maraming tao, pero ang sakit. Ang sakit na pagdating sa'yo, manghihinayang ka dun sa opportunity, manghihinayang ka sa freedom. Yes, freedom, mga ka-entreps. We're saying freedom kasi unlike doon sa usual employer-employee relationship, you work 8 hours in a day, di ba? Matapos mo yung trabaho mo ng 6 hours, hindi ka pwedeng magpahinga ng 2 hours na yun. Pag nakita ka ng boss mo na may 2 hours ka ba, na tapos ka na, bibigyan ka niya ng additional trabaho. But the pay is still the same. Sa ganitong industry, hawak mo oras mo. Pag nagtrabaho ka ng more than 8 hours, yung possible na income mo, sayo. Pag natapos ka ng 3 hours lang, natapos mo na yung kailangan mong gawin, pwede ka na magpahinga. So, it's definitely worth it. Di ba, Miss Daisy?
Yes, that's true. Actually, nung nag-pray nga ako for an opportunity, I have 3 very specific prayers. May 3 very specific prayer requests. And then, nung nandito na ako sa industry na to, doon ko actually nakita yon. So, answered prayer siya, no? So, dito ko siya nakita, kaya nagtagal din ako dito. So, dito ko na rin nakikita yung sarili ko na magtatagal ako hanggang in the future. So, ito na yon. This is it. Ito na talaga yung gagawin ko.
Yes. And may iba pong ba? So, before I cut off, again, we have Miss LA being so supportive, being the kind heart that she is. Congrats to you for having time and financial freedom. And we have Mr. Ernest B. Cuenca. In this trying times po, what do you recommend as best investment besides health insurance? So since financial advisor per se naman tayo, we won't be just talking about health insurances. So now that people are having fear of investing because of uncertainties.
Okay. So, totoo yan, no? The market is down right now because of the slowdown of the economic activity. No, walang hindi na apektuhan. So, that is why, pagdating sa investments, it is very important yung diversification. Okay? Kasi, kahit kailan naman yan, without the pandemic or there's a pandemic, may mga risks lagi ang mga investments. So, wala yung pinagkaiba kung magtatayo ka ng sarili mong business. Let's say, for example, meron kang business ng mga raincoats, no? And then something happens, something bad happens to the business. So, malaki yung risk kasi nakafocus ka sa iisang asset class, no? Sa iisang industry, ganyan. So, diversification is very important. Ano ibig sabihin ng diversification? Yun yung i-invest ka in different industries, no? Mag-i-invest ka in different asset locations, maybe in different geographies, or maybe in different currencies, no? Kasi ang investments it's not just about the growth of the money, but also managing the risks. So if your investment is diversified, naka-spread out ang risk. Meron mga industries na hindi nag-earn, pero if you are invested in other industries na pwedeng nag-earn. So, like now, during the pandemic, maraming industries or maraming companies ang naapektuhan. Pero ano yung napansin nyo na nag-boom? Is the technology. So, if you have an investment sa technology, you have investments sa mga like maybe SM, may mga San Miguel or other industries around the world. Kung invested ka rin sa technology, bumaba man yung other investments mo, you have this investment na nag-earn pa rin. Kasi pagdating sa investments, talagang merong iba-ibang level of risks yan. No? Hindi yan pare-pareho or sabay-sabay nagbo-boom. Hindi rin yan pare-pareho or sabay-sabay na nagda-down. So that's why you have to spread out the risk by diversifying. Para mas alam mo yun, hindi masyadong malaki ang risk. Again nga, di ba sabi, don't put all the eggs in one basket. So, kailangan, iba-iba yan. So, yun yung kagandahan din ng mga investment funds. Kasi ang mga investment funds that we have, per fund, iba-ibang industries or iba-ibang companies ang pinag-investan yan. Naka-spread out na talaga yan. So, if you have these investment funds, you can also invest in other things din naman, no? If you are, kumbaga, tawag dito, pagdating sa investment, the higher the risk, the higher the potential gains. No? So, yun ang rule of thumb. So, the lower the risk, of course, the lower the potential gains then. Now, if you are solely invested sa high risk, high return, so yan yung mga, let's say, equities, stock market, kung meron ka ng investment loan, diversify. You can also have investments sa mga bonds. So those are actually low risk, low returns, mga time deposit. But then again, titingnan mo rin, you have to balance it out. Depende rin sa risk profile mo. No? There are a lot of things to be considered. So if you will put your money naman sa mga ganong low risk, low investment returns, tingnan mo rin, depende rin sa investment goal mo and investment horizon mo. Ano ba yung goal mo and what is your investment horizon? Will that instrument provide you the amount that you will need in such number of years? No? So, yeah, it's very important na may explain sa inyo ng advisor yan. So, malalim din na topic yung investments na yan. So, maybe some other time, no, kung magkakaroon ng opportunity, we can also tackle about investments din naman.
Yes. So, very informative po yung sa topic niya about the diversified funds, no? And sabi nga sa amin sa branch namin, siksik, liglig at umaapaw pagdating sa mga natutunan namin pagdating sa mga ganyang bagay. And hopefully, Mr. Cuenca, nasagot namin ang inyong katanungan. And we have another comment here from Ms. Criza San Pedro. Being insured is one of the wisest decisions to make. Being financially literate is important para iwas budol kay Shopee at Lazada. And na-appreciate po na yung Mr. Cuenca ang inyong sagot, Ms. Daisy. Thank you and God bless.
You're welcome.
Yun, so
Totoo yan, sa mga Shopee, Lazada, no? Minsan kasi masyado tayo excited lalo na pag may mga 8877.
Yes.
So, yan yung isa dapat na medyo careful tayo na huwag tayo mapapadala sa ating emotions, no? Minsan pagka-emotions ang nagdadala sa atin, usually mali ang decisions. So, be careful.
Yes. Isa yan sa mahirap sa mga gumagastos ngayon. As much as they want to save, pag may mga ganitong deal, nagiging impulsive buyer sila. Magtitipid sila. Sige. May magandang deal sa Lazada. Kailangan ko to Mapapakinabangan ko to Mabiling ko na. And then, minsan, not all the time, minsan, pag binili mo, hindi mo nakakailanganin. Pag binili mo, minsan, nakatambak lang dyan. Minsan, so, iwas natin yung mga ganung situation, mga ka-entreps, no? Mahirap maging impulsive buyer. So, kailangan, pag pinag-isipan mo, pag-isipan mo pa ulit. Pag pinag-isipan mo, 7 times mo pang pag-isipan. Hanggang sa sure ka na sa sarili mo, kailangan ko to, bibilin ko to.
Tama. Kasi minsan pag paulit-ulit mo lang iniisip, minsan ma-realize mo, ay, hindi ko pala kailangan.
Yes. So, pagdating po sa financial needs analysis, diyan na nawe-weigh yung needs and wants ng mga tao So, mamaya yung wants mo pala, ginagawa mo ng needs mo. Kaya na hindi mo na nababalance yung priorities mo sa buhay.
Mm-hmm.
Yung ang tawag dito, kapag binibigyan mo ng gift yung sarili mo, if you're rewarding yourself, mamaya kahit maliit na bagay, nire-reward mo yung sarili mo. Yung weekly na pagbili mo ng milk tea, nagiging daily na. So, kailangan po natin pag-isipan yung mga ganyang bagay, mga ka-entrep. So, hopefully na-enlighten namin kayo, mga ka-entrep, sa mga ganitong bagay. Our ever so warm and supportive Miss LA, but with due respect to these business platforms, sina S and L, it's still up to the buyer to practice discipline, to buy the needs lang more than the wants. So I guess as I've mentioned, yung pag-prioritize po natin sa needs and wants natin, diyan na nasusukat yung ating discipline and yung self-restraint natin, kumbaga. Again, iwasan natin maging impulsive buyer. So, unfortunately, naubos na po tayo ng oras. Alam ko, marami pa yung mga katanungan, mga ka-entreps. So, if you have further questions, don't hesitate to message us po. Is it okay for us to share your contact details, Miss Daisy?
Sure, yeah. For those who would want to reach out to me, if you have some questions or if you have inquiries, you can contact me at 0923-349-6643 or email me at ddasahagun@axa.net.ph, or you may also reach out to me through my Facebook page, Daisy Speaks Finance.
Thank you. And of course, on my end, you can also hit us back pagdating dito sa mga questions. Dito sa EntrepAcademy, I am the resident financial advisor. If you have questions, anything about your finances, hit us a message and I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. If I can't answer your questions, of course, we have other people that we can seek advice from para po masagot namin ang inyong mga katanungan. So hopefully marami po kayong natutunan ngayong gabi, mga ka-entrep. Salamat po sa pagpapaunlak ninyo sa amin ngayong gabi, Ms. Daisy. Hindi po namin maisalita kung gaano kami nagpapasalamat na nabigyan nyo ng kaliwanagan ang ating mga manonood ngayong gabi. Miss LA, thank you. Yes, kasi malaking tulong din naman sila S&L to us para mas safe tayo and mas efficient ang ating shopping. Yes, lalo na ngayong mga nasa bahay na lang tayo. Oo. Mahirap nang lumabas ngayon, di ba? Lalo na may Delta variant. Always be safe, mga ka-entrep. And of course, with all this information na nakip natin, meron po tayong kung merong rule of third pagdating sa photography, meron din pong rule of 3. So within 3 days, kailangan maisa-practice natin ang ating mga natutunan. Kailangan magawa natin sa pang-araw-araw natin yung mga natutunan natin today pagdating sa financial planning para po makasanayan natin, maging parte na ng buhay natin para nang lumaon, maging part na ng routine ng buhay natin ang financial planning. So, meron pa po ba kayong mga final words or nais i-promote, Ms. Daisy?
Yun lang, I just like to thank you for giving me again this opportunity to share some knowledge and some insights when it comes to financial planning. So I hope na natulungan natin yung ating mga viewers and just continue to learn about financial education, financial literacy, and so again, if you want to join our team and be part of the insurance industry, just let us know. And if you're also looking for financial solutions to your needs, you may also reach out to us.
Yes, and we'll be more than happy to help mga ka-entreps. So, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have. Diyan po nagtatapos ang ating lessons for today about finance. And we hope we were able to bring you clarity and more ideas sa pagsisimula at pagpapalaki ng inyong business. So mga ka-entreps, again, we also do consultation services. Feel free to reach out to us on our FB page so we can help you lead your business to success. Samahan niyo muli kami next week sa aming EntrepAcademy. We are having a concert director po. So, concerts of the Gene, mga big artists, Miss Philippines pageant, who is also an entrepreneur, ang magiging guest natin next week. So, August 20 po ito, at birthday po ito ng ating nag-iisang Miss L.A. Briguera. So, thank you for watching for today. And lagi niyong tatandaan, mga ka-entrep, kaya niyo maging boss dito. Isa na namang gabing puno ng kaalaman ang inyong natunghayan dito sa EntrepAcademy. So ang programang pong ito ay handog sa inyo ng Entrep Media Network, Creative Sound Studios, Voice from Home, Creative Voices Productions, the Certified Voice Artist Program, at ng nag-iisang The Voice Master of the Philippines, Mr. Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez. So mga ka-Entreps, see you next week po. Kita-kits and stay healthy.